Like this is what Randall Wallace, the scriptwriter, and Mel Gibson really understand. They don't care about the historical acting, but what they get is how it connects to people and like what culture and what stories mean to people. That's the genius of the film, you know.
Right, now, do we move on now to we meet Longshanks now?
Yeah, now I will have to say...
just before you do, we're about to meet the English.
we're about to meet an English king.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, I was going to come here and I had a whole spiel about... Obviously, Longshanks' son, the prince, is meant to be gay.
It's historically... Yeah, might be accurate.
Who knows? And
he had a lot of close male friends.
That's his business, you know. Now there's a few things to unpack here, but
this scene, I don't know if you're going to go here, but I feel like I have to. Mm-hmm. This scene involves narration, right? And there's no other line of dialogue.
True,
throughout the whole thing.
Basically silent.
It is literally a series. This is why Mel Gibson deserves so much more respect than he gets, because within maybe a 3-minute scene of a wedding, you learn that Edward II, Longshanks' son, is probably gay. You learn of who his lover is. You learn that Longshanks knows full well that his son is a certain way. Yeah. You learn that Longshanks is not a very nice man. Yeah. You learn that there is absolutely no romance between Isabel and Edward II. And it's all through looks.
People's faces, yeah.
This is, I've mentioned this to you before. Show, don't tell. Yeah. That is, and I'm going to do the meme, absolute cinema.
It's fantastic, yeah.
It's,
now I will... Okay, so there's a bit and I will add as well, you realise that Sophie Marceau, the princess, is sympathetic because you're on her side in the scene. Now, I will say, so the thing about the gay prince character, I do remember it was a different time, folks, and we were 11 or 12. When they do, it's like a rack focus. It goes from him to looking at his, let's just say, his boyfriend. I remember us all going like, oh, it was a different time, folks. Yeah. I was going to come here and say, obviously, I know, and I didn't want to come off like one of these people going, well, we don't know if this writer who never had a husband and wrote love letters to her female friends was gay, because he's obviously meant to be gay. I was going to come here and say it's never explicit in the film. I found out just the other day, because you never see him kissing the guy.
No, but it's very obvious that it's...
No, there is a line in it where later on when York is being sacked and the guy who's in charge of it goes... It's lost a lot in the sound mix, but he goes, "My sodomite cousin." That is as like the film says as it obvious. Out loud, basically. Yeah. And Mel Gibson on the commentary track when the lover character is killed later, he says, "I got a lot of slack for killing the gay character." So the guy is, you know, anyone who's like,
it's very clear. But see, the thing is,
the characters, and it is. I have to be fair as well. It's played for laughs. Like it is that aspect of the character is played for like, get a look at that. Now,
but again, it was a different time because, like, 30, like I mean, I believe only 39 years ago it was illegal to be gay in this country.
Yeah, well, Mel Gibson has his issues with that kind of thing. To be fair to the film, there's other aspects to the character. He's more dimensional than that, admirably actually, because it just kind of speaks to filmmaking. But that thing is played for laughs.
But historically speaking, this is one of the things that, because it's very hard to, you can end up in this hodgepodge of what's real and what's not. It is fairly historically accurate that Edward II had very close. It's not written down that he was gay.
Yeah, well,
but it's very much inferred. Like there was murder when he took over after Longshanks. Which has nothing to do with the film, but this is just history. When he took over after Longshanks, there was complete political unrest because he favoured certain boys, men.
Interesting.
Than the others. So there were certain parts of England that got looked after more.
Well, it's not even that it is more just, to be fair to the film, it doesn't play it as like, and I would wonder what Gibson's opinions on this is, but it doesn't play it as like disgusting, but it does play it as kind of like the schoolboy humour of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but because it plays it of the time. Like, think about it. Like, look at you said, it was illegal in this country 39, 40 years ago. Do you know what I mean? So think 800 years ago, how they viewed
Well, that's
Do you know
you
what
could.
Now I know you go back further to the Romans, and it's like everybody. It was a free for all.
Yeah. It's just like I do have to fess up. Like that was our reaction at the time, and it's something that people pull the film up on. It's not as. To be fair, now I've never heard anyone say it's absolutely disgraceful or anything, but it is something people tend to.
I wouldn't go because obviously, again, I repeat, Mel Gibson comes with his baggage, but I wouldn't go as far as say it's homophobic in nature.
Yeah,
but it's definitely looking at it in a this is something strange way.
We'll get to the scene maybe later on that I actually don't think is that bad, but I can see why people would have an issue with it. So the romance with Murren really kind of kicks off here, and again, I just think it is so successful. The actress, whose name you might have, who did appear in she never really had a massive career, but she was in a few fairly high profile films. She's very well cast.
She's very good in it because I mean she has such ultimately a small role, but it's one of the most in terms of acting, in terms of actual days on the job. Mm-hmm. But she's so important to Wallace's character arc, and also the entire narrative as a whole.
Yeah, and I have to give a lot of credit to how Gibson plays it. Gibson plays it quite, I won't say big, he plays it fairly big at times. Like he loves her immediately, like the way he's looking at her, and he gives her these big looks.
And it's very obvious and it's played very well because obviously they're doing some sort of Highland Games celebration when he arrives home.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
and but you can tell immediately. And again, it's the cinema of showing and not telling. Mm-hmm. It's just a look. He locks eyes. He goes, "Oh, I remember you. I haven't seen you in 25 years."
We know who she is. We know who Hamish is. Yeah, admirably. That's very well done. Yeah. It is
exactly because he comes up and hits him. Do you know what I mean? So,
just the way it speaks to that connection between people, great. I don't want to brush over it, but there is the important scene of the prima nocta thing, which is historically inaccurate, but who gives a fuck?
Yes. Now, prima nocta was a thing. Mm-hmm. It's not something that was ever enacted at this stage of history. Prima nocta, for anybody who doesn't know, is basically
on your wedding night.
Yeah, it's whoever the lord of the town or the city or the whatever you call it is, it has sexual
rights. I think
rights. That's the word. Yeah. Sexual rights to your wife. So if you get married, then the Lord is coming and he's going to impregnate your wife because Longshanks says this.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah,
because he goes, if we can't beat them, we'll outbreed them.
Yeah, which he's a great Patrick McGowan, fucking
unbelievable. Because and to be able to play him because he is just so.
There's a humor to it, but you never.
But that's the thing. Because it's such a good performance, right? And I don't even think it's such good writing. I think it's such a good performance that even as locked in soldiers for the cause, i.e. Irish lads watching it or whatever, you can go,
he's got a wit to him.
Look at Donald Trump today. He says some grotesque, he says some grotesque, horrible, fucking racist, xenophobic, you name it. But you can't help but go, that's funny.
Every now and then you want to. I remember watching it now. The O'Garas are members of Opus Dei. They're kind of religious.
Hardcore. So
their mother came in during the scene where the Lord shows up, and she's like, "What's going on?" Because if you didn't see the previous scene, it's a bit of a mystery. And I remember one of them goes, "Oh yeah, the guy's like he can come and take her away for a bit." I remember that was how he played it off. I was like,
no, but see, one thing that has to be said here as well is, and this is if I'm not mistaken now, this might be the first use of kind of slow-mo. Because when we see the Lord come and enact prima nocta in the following scene.
The guys want to scrap and the wife's... I didn't write down her name, but it's just... It's weird. It's brilliant the way they take to stop the scene.
It's so long. Because it's all go. Like it's moving at a steady pace. And then it just turns into this slow... And then But in that moment, honest to God, I literally sat there and felt... Holy shit. The strength of that woman to be able to just go, don't die for me. I will do what needs to be done to protect you. And it's but the use of the slow motion is really, because it really gives you, because you go almost like, hang on, what's happening? And then you go, oh.
That was something Gibson said he learned from, like, he'd worked with, like, George Miller, the Mad Max guy, Peter Weir, you know, the great Australian, and he said he learned that from them, like, film your actresses at a higher frame rate. It just makes them look better. Like, to see, you would have needed it for that, but, like, to take the time to do that, really extraordinary,
Because it really adds to the, because it could have easily, we're just taking it, and then, all right, fuck the English. Okay, you've achieved what you wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
But it really makes you go, hang on, it's not just fuck the English. It makes you really, it gives you the moment to actually stop and think, oh my God, can you imagine?
Yeah, no, it turns it into
a really emotional scene, like, because it makes you go, it really makes you go, it takes stock and go, thank fuck we live in 2025.
Yeah, it's just that it took the time to do it, and the actress, I don't think she even ever shows up again. Her husband has a part to play later on,
which is fantastic. We'll get to that
kind of payoff. So the romance then develops between him and Myrna. It's played out. It's allowed to play out. It's over multiple scenes. The scene that I want to touch on is, so he takes her away in the evening with her parents' permission. Apparently, the dialogue scene where they kind of have the catch up. I just think Gibson, how the fuck he pulled this off, a movie of this scope, and a performance like this, but the way he plays it, like he wants to show off, but he loves her, but it's charming. Like I just love the way he goes, the French and the Romans have far worse manners, and you're just like, it just plays that little thing of you want to show off, but he's so
like, we spoke last week of 10 Things I Hate About You, and Heath Ledger's charming performance in it, and it's very
something
it's a
in
lot.
Water in Australia.
Yeah, that's it. Like, do you know what I mean? There's just something charming about how they play those lines off the page.
But yeah, just how sincerely he plays it. I know it's a scene apparently a lot of people make fun of, and I do remember it being a reference, but where he says, "I love you, always have," and maybe his accent is shy. The way he says it. I think his accent is,
because we probably should have pointed this out. Because, I mean, he gets, there's a lot of slack for his accent in this film. I don't, like, I'm not a Scot. Like, but I mean, we've heard dodgy fucking Irish accents throughout cinematic history.
Indeed, yeah.
Like, I think it's fantastic. You've made it to the end. If you've enjoyed that bite-sized clip, please be sure to watch the full video linked on screen. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future video. And get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think of the clip. Was it a good clip? Is it a bad clip? Do you hate mine or Seamus's accent? Let us know. Cheers. Thanks for watching.